This is about to cause a shift in your mind and open you up to some new incredible things that you can start doing and continue to do that will significantly cause a big transformation in what you do, especially as a career person or as a business person. So, if you have been following my podcast in the last couple of days, you know that I have been doing a new series on 15 things I wish I knew in my career very early on. And in this episode, we will be looking at three other things. This is the third episode. So if you are listening to this and you have not listened to the previous episode, go look at them and you will be tremendously blessed and tremendously challenged because I have received incredible feedback from different countries so far regarding this particular series. So, in today's series, we will be looking at three more things that I will be sharing from my experience. I have learned a couple of things here and there. At the moment, I have about seven different businesses that I am building. And before that, I have failed in three other businesses with significant investments. There was a time a couple of years ago that I even tried starting an insurance company from ground up and it crumbled 7 months later, right? Another time I tried starting a paperback production company and it crumbled 5 months later. And a couple of other businesses that I have failed. And I've also seen successes in a couple of other businesses. So it gives me, some kind of leverage to share a couple of things. And apart from that, as a speaker, trainer, consultant, coach, being able to travel 20 countries to speak, consult, and to train and to do what I love to do, I have, made some mistakes in the process. And there are some things that I started doing later on that I started seeing significant progress and impact in my work. And I started noticing and I was asking myself, oh my God, these are things that if I started doing them very early on in my career, I would have seen more progress and more results so far. Number one, today we are looking at the power of self and external accountability. I call it the accountability combination. What does that mean? The ability to hold yourself accountable and also to have an external accountability partner to also hold you accountable. This will literally change your life. Many people are chief procrastinators. I even have a book titled From Chief Procrastination Officer to Chief Execution Officer. You can check it on Amazon, right? If you are going to overcome procrastination, one of the things that you need to grow in is the ability to practice self accountability and the ability to also submit yourself under a mentor, possibly, or under another external partner that can hold you accountable. This is one thing I wish I had known early in my career because I was also struggling with procrastination, right? So holding myself to that high standards of powered self accountability would definitely have positioned me to achieve more and even faster. And also, having an external accountability like a mentor or someone I respect would have been a game changer to me. I have a mentor, and my mentor has greatly challenged me and encouraged me a lot since I started that mentorship relationship, right? And I also mentor a good number of young people from across the continent, and I have received incredible feedback from them. Now, this balanced accountability model will propel you towards your goals faster than you ever thought you could go, right? And it will instill in you a deeper sense of purpose, inspiration, motivation, and high commitment to your endeavors, to your career goals, and to your business goals. So I can tell you, I have seen the impact of of building my self accountability and having external accountability from my mentor in my career and in my businesses. So I'm challenging you, start practicing balance accountability from today. Challenge yourself to hold yourself to self accountability and also establish a strong, relevant relationship with somebody who can become your external accountability partner. It will change your life and impact you in such a great way, right? The second thing that I want to talk about today, which I wish I knew, is knowing how to ask this critical question. I wish I started asking this critical question early on in my career. And what is this question? Very simple. What could I have done differently to turn better, to improve my performance? What could I have done differently to better my performance? Very important question to ask. What can you do differently to better your performance? You know, when I started asking myself this question, my journey as an entrepreneur and as a young professional changed, right? Because you see, in the work that we do, it is very easy to become comfortable. It is very easy to become familiar. It is very easy be to operate like an automated equipment, which is not good for the fast changing society, right? So, this is important because the speed at which you learn and improve will always impact your significant result. So, the more you learn and improve faster, the more you achieve certain result faster, right? So the practice of asking this question will plant into your spirit, into your mind, into your heart, the culture of continuous self evaluation and adaptation, which becomes the cornerstone of your personal and professional development. Show me anybody who is doing this. I will show you somebody who will never, you know, struggle or become a failure, or their industry or the society will never outgrow that particular person. Why? Because they are always asking this critical question that plays a big role in continuous improvement and, of course, innovation, right? To conclude with this point, I would like to add that the ability and the consistency of asking this particular question is that it will help you foster what I call a proactive mindset and a growth mindset. People that have average mindset and fixed mindset hardly achieve something incredible. But show me anybody who is doing great things. I will show you somebody who has a proactive mindset and, of course, that growth mindset. Why? Why are these two mindsets important? It will enable you to anticipate challenges and, most importantly, strategize effectively rather than reacting to circumstances. People that wait and react will always fall behind, while people that think ahead and they act proactively will always be ahead. So, my encouragement for you today is start asking this important question: what can I do differently to better my performance? Even when what you're doing is working, keep seeking better ways to better what you are doing. The last point for today, and then we are done with this episode, is one thing that I wish I knew early on is building my personality into a force and believing in it. You know, there are some people that their personality is not a force to reckon with. When you have a weak personality, I am not talking about you being arrogant or being prideful. I am talking about you building certain behaviors that will turn your personality into a force to reckon with. For example, building things, behaviors like self-esteem, strong character, integrity, self-confidence, the right soft skills, and working on your personal brand and perception. These behaviors that I have mentioned, when you intentionally build them up, they contribute to building a kind of personality around you that becomes a strong force that will automatically begin to attract the right people, the right opportunities into your life. Let me tell you something. If you notice that certain type of people don't come to you and certain types of opportunities don't come to you, check if you have developed the personality that is a strong force that can naturally begin to attract those types of people and opportunities into your life. You know, there are some people that they would never be invited to certain events. They would never be invited by certain organizations for certain conferences or certain things. Why? Because their personality, both in private and in public, is not strong enough for people to see that, oh, you see this person, you see this lady, you see this gentleman, this person is a force to reckon with based on the kind of personality they have developed around them. Let me tell you something. Never forget this. Don't forget this. Listen to me carefully. Your personality is a gift. Let me say that again. Your personality is a gift. Spend the time to build it into a force and believe in that force. Intentionally keep investing in your personality. Recognize the unique blend of your traits and your talents and begin to invest in them and see them foundation of your personal and professional growth. Oh yes, your personality is the foundation of your personal and professional growth. So embrace your individuality and use it to carve out your own niche, your own path to success. As you begin to invest in understanding and developing your personality, one thing you will find out is that it will become such a powerful tool in connecting with others, in influencing change, in getting access to opportunities, and in achieving your goals. I want to challenge you. Build your personality into a powerful force and believe in that personality. I hope you were challenged. You were blessed. My name is Dr. Joybert Javnyuy, and you can follow me on all social media platforms. Joybert Javnyuy. Some people type Javnyuy, Joybert, whatever works for you. Go ahead and let's connect. Or you can jump on my website, joybert.com. Remember, you are rare and you are remarkable. I believe in what you're building. I believe in that career, in that business, and together we will meet at the top. Let's keep building, let's keep partnering, and keep believing in yourself because you are the best. And remember, God loves you. Cheers.